Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Friday the 28th of June 2024, the last trading day of the financial year. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed 0.1% higher today to 7,768 points, meaning for the full year the benchmark index finished up 7.93%. It's fair to say the market finished the financial year with a whimper. Today, the banks were mixed, though ANZ ended lower after being given the green light to acquire Suncorp's banking business. The big miners were lower, with Rio Tinto and Fortescue Metals Group falling around 1.5%. WiseTech Global had another good day, appropriate for the final trading day of the financial year, given the strength of the tech stocks over the past 12 months. Macquarie Group share price rose 2.5%. It hit a new high before falling back. In the end, it finished up just a touch for the session. Over the past 10 weeks, Macquarie's shares are up 11%, and Mirvac's share price jumped 3% after it sold a $1.3 billion stake in a new tower in Sydney to a Japanese group. Story number 2, the US presidential debate was held this morning, Australian time, with Joe Biden squaring off against Donald Trump. The experts gave the victory to Donald Trump after Joe Biden turned in one of his lesser efforts on the campaign trail. There wasn't a huge amount of substance in the answers to many questions, and some of the facts spouted, particularly by Trump, need some fact-checking. But the former president came across more able than the current president. The topics ranged from immigration and defence, the economy and abortion rights, to who had the greater cognitive ability, who was the better golfer, and who was more likely to start World War III. At times, it got very personal. In fact, there was plenty of name-calling. Afterwards, even the Democrat-leaning media gave it to Trump. Perhaps the New York Times heading said it best: Biden struggles as Trump blusters in contentious debate. That's a fair call. Fear and Greed put out a bonus episode straight after the debate. Look for that. It gives Michael Thompson and my view on how the debate went. Story number 3, Nine Entertainment cut around 200 jobs as a result of a weaker advertising market and the cessation of a content deal with Meta. Between 70 and 90 positions will be made redundant across its publishing businesses, which runs the Sydney Morning Herald, The Age and the Australian Financial Review. There will be some from television, news and current affairs as well, and the remainder will come from corporate and digital. Nine has around 5,000 staff. The job cuts represent 4% of the workforce. The group's share price finished up around 1.5% today. Story number 4, former Treasurer Wayne Swan has warned that the National Disability Insurance Scheme is unsustainable and running out of control. The independent budget watchdog now expects the $42 billion program to overtake the age pension as the most expensive area of government spending within a decade. Even if Labor successfully cuts the scheme's annual growth rate to 8%, from the current 20%, according to the Financial Review. The cost of the NDIS will exceed the age pension in just 3 years if it continues to grow at 20%. Mr. Swan said. He added that if it remains unsustainable, then it will probably fail because it will lose public support. As the Treasurer in the Gillard government, Mr. Swan was one of the architects of the NDIS. When the program was legislated, Mr. Swan claimed to have fully funded it through a range of measures, including raising the Medicare levy by 0.5 percentage points. The NDIS was originally expected to cost about $13 billion per year, not the $42 billion it's costing now. And story number 5, insurance group IAG has entered into strategic deals with 3 overseas global reinsurers to improve its financial stability against claims related to unpredictable extreme weather events. Now, reinsurance is basically insurance for the insurers. The deals that IAG has done for the next 5 years provides up to $680 million of additional protection annually and up to $2.8 billion over the entire 5-year period. It allows IAG to put a limit on how much a natural disaster will actually cost the company, or at least that's how it's supposed to work. Chief Executive Nick Hawkins said the agreements will help to provide greater certainty over the cost of natural perils as extreme weather events become more frequent and severe. IAG also confirmed it's on track to report earnings at the upper end of its guidance for the just ending financial year. Its share price closed up 8% today. That's it for the afternoon report for Friday the 28th of June 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, TikTok and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the weekend Fast 5. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.